Hi guys, Graham here. Welcome to the goal setting worksheets video. So, the tasks. How did you go with the tasks? The first task was to get a notebook and a nice comfortable pen to write with, hopefully in blue ink. Now, about the blue ink. From time to time, there's probably going to be things that come up that might sound a bit weird and you may not agree with them or not understand at the time. So what I suggest to do is you take the information and just sit it there as opposed to just rejecting it outright. If you sit the information there, sometimes things build and that slowly you can understand and the awareness comes up. With the blue ink, here's the weird, this is the first weird thing. As you all know, different colours have different vibrations. Blue apparently is the highest vibration and it works beautifully with the subconscious. That's why when we write goals, set goals, we write in blue ink. So where possible, just try and write in blue ink. It may not make sense at the moment, but it's a core principle that's very effective. So, under this video that you would have seen, there are two buttons for the worksheets. There's two formats. One's electronic and one is in PDF format, ready to be printed out. I would suggest printing them out. Obviously we need to write them down to help activate the subconscious. However, if you do want to use the electronic one, the advantage of that one is that when you populate your goals on the top sheet, because there's 6 sections to it, when you populate the top section, it will automatically fill in the other 6 sheets. The reason there's 6 sheets, we're going to go through in a minute. We'll come back to that. So, once you've done the electronic part, fill it out and it populates, then you can probably a good idea to then print it out so that you can then continue to write on it. So the best method though, my recommendation would be to just print out the PDF and go and use that. Then perhaps it would be great to get a folder, put some sleeves, keep a record of all your goals. It's also great to keep goals long term so that you can look back and see how much you've grown and what you've achieved in that time. That's really exciting. Now, this might seem a bit strange, but another great little idea is to carry with you, as much as you can, a personal notebook. It's an important tool to keep with you at all times, as you might think of things while you're out, while you're doing something, even when you're sleeping. Sometimes in the middle of the night, you can wake up and have some great ideas. You can write them down and go back to sleep. Now, coming back to the electronic goal sheet, or coming back to the goal sheet, there are 6 parts, and the reason for that is that we want to go deep. We want to expand, expand, and expand, and we want to go deep. We want to look at what are things that we can do to encourage our brain to keep growing toward our goals and becoming more effective. I would also like you to write down, this is going to be homework for the next, I haven't written this down as homework, but I'm putting it in as homework for you. Write down overall big goals for the next 10 years. Then work back to 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months. When you have that overview, that framework, we then work on the 12-month goals for now. And then when we come to the goal sheet, we notice you have the 6 pages. The first page, once you've written your goals, is to write down your why. Why do you want this goal? Let's say it's a car. Why do you want the car? How's it going to make you feel? What are you going to love about it? What is it going to do for your self-esteem? What is it going to do for your reputation? What is it going to do for you? Why, why, why? You might be buying a house for your family, for your kids. You might be buying some other you might be achieving some other thing. Work out what is your why. This is very, very important and very, very powerful. The second part, now, the second part of these things are not me locking this in for you. These are general tips and guidelines. The next part, the next page of the goal. So you've written the one goal, get the car. The next page is, what do I need to do for me? How to implement it. These are tasks. So we go to the second bit. What are some activities that you can do to help your personal power and your performance. Now, I suggest a thing called a morning ritual, and we'll go into that a bit more, but these are things to help you, to help your clarity in your mind. Does that make sense? So with the morning ritual, what you're going to do is be engaging in gratitude, in empowerment, and in visualization. And what you need to do, what I suggest for the morning ritual, is write down 4 affirmations. And they can be things like, I was born to do this, I'm becoming the best version of myself, and things like that. And we'll go into more of this in tomorrow's lesson. Another activity to help you is that oftentimes things build up. We get less and less time, we have lots and lots of stress, family things happen, relationship thing happens. One important activity to do is to take time out. Understand that your mindset block will work against you if you don't have time out. You need to sleep properly, we need to have time out. But as part of your morning ritual, every morning, to have clear intentions of what it is that you want to achieve every day. And you will get better and better at this as time goes on. The next section, next page for goal setting is about the resources that you need. These are things to write down that you know that will help you. So what book can you get? What videos should you be watching? What audio should you be watching? Find resources that support your goal, your self-development. Anything that comes in as a distraction, piss it off. This is where you start to become more brutal with your time and your mind. If it doesn't support where you're going and who you're becoming, get rid of it. Be absolutely brutal. We have to learn to say no. As we go on to the next part, conclusions. What are our notes to ourselves? What's happening? What are our awarenesses? Here's some questions for you. What has gone right lately? Make a note of that. What's gone wrong lately? Make a note of that. How can I improve my situation? Be open-minded. What can I learn? What skills do I need to develop to become even happier and more effective? How can I make my customers happier? How can I make my boss happier? What skills do I need to develop? What can I do? What can I read or listen to that will improve my knowledge? What are my customers asking for that I'm not offering? Is there something that would be more beneficial for me to offer? What kind of training, certification, etc., and others can be in my field be pursuing? And we'll go into these as we go through the lessons, try and apply them in a practical sense. So that's the end of the worksheet there. So that's something to go through. Spend some time going through it. Might take a few days, a few weeks to get the hang of that. Any questions, please go onto our group Facebook page and ask questions, or directly message me. That's fine. Anytime, that's no problem at all. So that's the end of that lesson again. Thank you for watching those, and tomorrow we're going to get into the lessons. We're going to have a lesson overview, and then we're going to have the 3 modules. Have a great day.